Once upon a time, nestled in a quiet, sprawling forest, lived a very clever fox. Now, this fox was always on the lookout for a tasty meal, but he had a little secret. He was also quite lazy. Instead of spending his days hunting like the other animals, he preferred using his wits to trick them out of their food. It was just easier that way. One beautiful, sunny morning, a crow was soaring gracefully over the treetops. Clamped firmly in her beak was a magnificent, large piece of cheese she had just found. Oh, she was so pleased with her discovery. Looking for a peaceful spot to enjoy her treat, she landed on a high branch of a tall, sturdy tree. Down below, the fox was taking his morning stroll when a delicious smell wafted past his nose. He looked up and saw the crow perched happily with that wonderful piece of cheese. His mouth immediately began to water. "I must have that cheese," he thought. But there was a problem. He couldn't climb the tree. So the clever fox had to come up with a clever plan. He positioned himself right under the branch where the crow was sitting. Looking up with a friendly smile, he called out in his most charming voice, "Oh, good morning, you beautiful crow. Your feathers are so glossy and black, they shine like polished obsidian in the sun. You must be the most stunning bird in this entire forest." The crow, who hadn't received such a lovely compliment before, puffed out her chest with pride. She was very happy to hear his kind words. The fox saw this and continued, "But I have a question. I wonder, is your voice as magnificent as your appearance? If you would grace this humble forest with a song, I would know for certain that you are not just the most beautiful, but also the queen of all birds." The crow's heart swelled with pride. The queen of all birds. She had to prove him right. Forgetting all about the precious cheese in her beak, she opened her mouth wide to let out her loudest, most impressive caw. And, of course, the very moment she opened her beak, the cheese tumbled down, landing right at the fox's feet. He snatched it up in a flash, gave a wicked little laugh, and dashed off into the woods, leaving the crow all alone. The poor crow stared down at the empty spot where her cheese had been. She finally realized she had been tricked. Sadly, she cooed to herself, "I shouldn't have been so foolish as to trust his flattering words." From that day on, the crow learned a valuable lesson. Be wary of sweet talk, especially when it seems too good to be true. And that's the story of the fox and the crow. A little reminder to always think twice before letting praise go to your head. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this story, please give us a like and hit that subscribe button for more tales. See you next time.